Hey girlies, welcome to another video with Majesty. So if you're feeling stalked, you're tired of feeling like your money vanishes every month, you're tired of living from paycheck to paycheck, you're earning within the range of 50k to 500k, still you have a lot of debts. I want to teach you how to come out of that and live well, still enjoy your life while budgeting, saving for investments. If that's what you want, get right into the video. Step one, you need to know your numbers. You need to know the total you earn in a month, which is including your salary, your side hustle, money your man gives you if you have a man, whatever it is, like whatever gives you money in a month. Put it together, and this is what you earn. Have like a record of what comes into your hand as income monthly, because first things first, if you don't know your numbers, you can't track it. Those 3k shawarma you buy any evening, you just crave it and buy, you'll be shocked on how much you spend monthly on those your cravings. So you need to know your numbers first. Step two, you need to learn how to use the 50-30-20 rule. It's very simple, but yet needs a lot of discipline. So let's assume you earn 100k, for instance. I'm using 100k, and you can use any figure you earn. This is just an example, so you can copy and paste this. 50% of the 100k is 50,000. 50,000 now goes to your needs, which your needs are food, transportation, the things you need to survive daily. That's what 50% is for. So 50k should take care of that. Anytime you're doing above 50k, you're living above your income. That's what it is. Now 30% is for your wants. Your want is the shawarma. So if you are going to eat shawarma, it should not come outside any other thing than your wants, because it's not a need. Netflix, your Netflix subscription, shopping, you just want to, shop for one or two clothes, you want to buy one thing and add to your makeup. They are not necessarily needs, they are wants rather. And then another, which is, okay, the 20% is your savings and investments. Now, if you're in debt, this 20%, you still have to divide it a bit. So a part of the 20%, like 5%, can be going into your savings for clearing of your debts. The other 15%, you can put in 5% as an emergency fund. You're trying to build an emergency fund because you don't have any. An emergency fund, it's that particular money that can sustain you for at least 6 months. If you lose your job, something happens to you, you don't have to like beg to leave once you lose your job, because you have an emergency fund. And that can be in a high savings account. There's piggy vest, there's cowries, people have different savings account they put their emergency fund. And then the other part of the savings is the one you need to keep for investments. You can save a bulk of it and use the bulk to invest. It can take you a year, 2 years, depends on what you're earning. Anyways, I'll talk about how you can up your earning game so that you have more money to invest. You cannot just be earning 100k. It take forever to invest. I understand that. So I'm going to bring in skills and things you can learn. But for now, what you're earning right now, you need the 50-30-20 rule to help you stay in track. And then if you're still struggling, you can reduce your wants. The 30%, if you have a lot of debts, you can reduce the 30% and put some of it in the 20%. You can make the savings 30 instead and make your wants 20. It does not have to be a fixed, it's not a box. It is flexible. What matters is you don't live above your income and you're still doing the necessary thing while living life. Because you want to save doesn't mean you should kill yourself or not buy the shawarma you crave. But what I'm just saying is make sure you're not living above your income. Step 3, budgeting when you're broke. So if you're among the people that be like, I don't have enough to save right now, I don't have enough to budget right now, you need this video more than anyone else. Here is what to do. Cut down your wants for now. You cannot afford your wants for now. cut it down totally. And then the next thing to do is have a spending limit. Your spending limit can be 1,500. Your spending limit can be 2,000. Your spending limit can be 1,000. According to what you earn, have a spending limit, and be sure not to spend above your spending limit, no matter what happens. No matter what happens. If you eat your transport, you trek home. It's a disciplined mindset. Once you have a disciplined mindset, that's all you need. That is just all you need, honestly. When you have your spending limit intact, say to yourself, you can have like a envelope, you put your 1,500, this is what I'm spending today. You put your transport in there. That in that 1,500 is transportation and feeding, for instance. You go to work, come back, in that you have eaten from that money. And that's what it is. And then you can save a minimum of 1,000 naira monthly. Just 1,000 naira. Tiny drops. The disciplined mindset you have is what will set you free. 1,000 naira per month, and in 12 months, let's say 12 months, you have 12,000. For instance, that's the minimum. You have 12,000, and you decide to take up a skill. You decide to take a course that would help you earn more, because more knowledge equates to more money. The more you learn, the better you earn. So that's what you need to do first. You don't even need to have savings. What you need to have is try to acquire skills that will help you earn better. But the first thing is to cut down your wants, have a spending limit, and then save to acquire more skills that can help you up your earning game. Step 4, tools that can make budgeting easier. So you're a starter in the game, you don't know how to budget. In as much as now you have the knowledge on what budgeting looks like, there are apps you can use. There's Monify, there's Mint, there's Piggyvest, there's OpaySave. You can use this app. And then another way you can do it is by Google Sheets. I have my own templates. I can share it if you want it. Drop it in the comments. I will drop it for whoever wants it in the comment section. You can have that Google Sheet where you track your expenses. This is what you have in your savings, this is what you have in your wants, this is what you have in your needs, and make sure you don't go above that budgeting. And then you can have a part for your income, total of what came into your hand that month, like your salary. Maybe you made 100k in salary, you made 20,000 naira in side hustle, somebody dashed you 5,000. It's part of income. Any money that comes into your hand, whether worked or you didn't work for it, as far as it came into your hand, it is not meant to be spent anyhow. Budget it. That's the way to go. Step 5, be consistent. Budgeting isn't a one-time thing, isn't something you do today and forget about it. Budgeting is consistent. How to be consistent? In a week, you can have Sundays, 10 minutes every Sunday as a day where you check your money. You know, what you do on that very 10 minutes, or what you're supposed to do in that 10 minutes, is check every single thing you spent money on. The bottled water you drank, how many you drank. It is not being stingy to yourself, mind you. This is you knowing what you use your money for and knowing where to cut down on things that are not worth it. This can help you stay consistent. You check this week that we just finished. Did I stay within my budget? Did I live below my means? Did I live above my means? This way, you are telling yourself what to do. You're reminding yourself of staying consistent. And then the week you didn't, you know that next week, you're paying for the week you didn't stay consistent. And then any week that you make it to your financial goal, like you were disciplined that week, you get yourself something, to keep yourself more, focused, reward yourself, with a treat, maybe ice cream. Just get happy. Yes, I hit my financial goal this week and I'm buying myself this ice cream. These things help you stay consistent. As little as it is, it just makes you stay consistent, and consistency is what we need to achieve in our budgeting goal. Budgeting isn't about restriction, it's about freedom from panic attack. That panic attack you feel when you're broke. Freedom from that. Freedom from living from paycheck to paycheck. You are sure that you have your emergency funds intact. 6 months of knowing that even if this job, something happens, you won't die in the next 6 months if you find another job. That's what budgeting is. Budgeting is a mindset. Budgeting is freedom. I'm telling you, when you start budgeting, it relieves a lot of stress. And I would want every one of you watching this video right now to start budgeting, because when you do, I'm giving you a space of 6 months. When you're now used to budgeting, you'll feel relief, you'll feel this inner peace, because you know you're living according to budgets. You should try it. So guys, if this video gave you value, don't keep it to yourself. Like it with not just only your heart, with your fingers, and then subscribe to this channel, share with somebody who needs it, because you could be saving a life. And trust me, when you start budgeting, like I said earlier, your future self will be proud of you. And if you want the template for the budgeting, I'll be dropping it in the comment section for whoever asks for it. See you in my next one.